There we go. Are you in Madden right now?
Yes.
Oh, I should like.
Can you see my Madden?
Yes. Ew. Hey. What the hell? Why does it look like this?
Why does it look? I don't know.
You have a black thing. Go to your OBS and then right click on your thing. Your the screen. And
Full
then
screen project view.
No. And then do transform fit to screen.
Fit to screen there.
Go to your OBS.
Okay.
And right click on your thing. Here, let's see what that looks like. There's just a black bar at the top and it's ugly. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but like I prefer not be there. Weird. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Go ahead. Go play football.
Okay. Let me know when to search region.
Good luck, guys.
Can you guys mark the game for
my computer just froze. Cool.
Where's who?
Versus King Nelson week 18. Oh, I can't. There you go. I marked the send. I don't want it to ruin my beautiful neon record.
Do you think it would be cool if, like, as a reward for being like the lowest record, like you guys threw a couple devs my way, maybe at quarterback, maybe another at defensive line or something?
I'm ready. Cool. I'm ready to watch you guys play football.
He said his computer crashed.
I'm good now.
Oh, well, I'm pressing play. Good luck, Doc. I think you're gonna be happy. So
we'll see.
All right. So I can close out of my own stream and mute this.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Dude, I'm excited. All right, so we get to see some premier MKL football. We have Falcons raging versus the Seahawks. Ew, he's like listening to it on the stream. I definitely have to mute that. So who do you expect to win this matchup, Stink?
In this one, honestly, I don't know, because I think I like Raging's team more. Raging is always talking about how his team like isn't the best, but no, this guy's full of shit. He literally he trade raped like half the league. Practice. Dude has literally the best roster in the league.
He definitely has.
I think we need to understand the other teams were going for some win now scenarios, and unfortunately they came up short. And
so
got put in a good division.
In terms of every other player, his team is probably the best in the league. Okay, outside of quarterback, he's the best team in the league. But unfortunately, quarterback is obviously the most important. I feel like it's less important this year. I feel like I could live without Hot Route Master past Elite, but it's a thing that I want when people start getting good teams. But the overall team build, his is already, as they are, one of the best in the league. And he says, well, they're not done yet. While they desynced. Woohoo! Yeah! Woo. Yeah, all right.
I just want to add in, I think the most important
Hurricane Milton is hitting Doc's house right now.
I mean, that would be...
The most important thing about why like Raging's team is so much better is because it's so hard to find speed this year, especially with how shit our draft class is apparently this year. It's so hard to find speed, and he went out and he got speed at corner and wide receiver, and that really puts his team over the edge, because honestly anyone can def quarterback this year. It's not very hard.
Yeah, his team certainly very good, and he's got a great option in Michael Penix already. He's a guy who's going to get good, eventually be the quarterback that he wants, and then I'm not sure what he's going to say then, but he seems to doubt his team.
Rumor on the streets is, I know Michael Penix started last game. I think he's taken over as a starter in Atlanta. Dougie, what do you think about Michael Penix taking over for Kirk?
Well, I think it's been a long time coming. You know, start the season, Kirk had them at probably 0-10, and you know, Raging battled his way back. I'm not sure, was Michael Penix starting during the regular season?
It was Kirk all season until the last week. Wow, this is sad. This is sad. Another desync. I actually had a bug in a league a few months ago where What the hell? I'm watching him reboot Madden on his stream. I had a bug happen in a league where anytime I tried to play this particular game against this guy, we'd desync. And we had to sim.
Only against Ragin?
No. No, just like in general, in that week against that team. Yes. But then when we played again, we were able to play. It's just that week, we could not play the game at all. Not ideal. I hope that's not what's going on. I don't really know what we do in that case. Because, like, yeah, that would just suck. So, but he is going to reboot the game. Pretty exciting stuff.
Hunter's saying he can't hear commentary.
Really?
I don't know.
Unfortunate.
I mean, how?
But Sosdan said Ducky sounds like an NFL announcer, and I sound gay. So
I don't know how he can't hear. Try unmuting your stream. Can anyone else? You know what?
Someone come and tell us. Someone else tell us if it's Sosdan. You can hear me, Ducky, and
Yes, he says it's good.
I don't know.
It must
I
be
don't know how
100.
he
He might just be trolling us.
Try unmuting your stream. Can anyone else?
Can you hear all three of us?
He said
You know what?
steady sounds sexy, so I think he can hear us.
Sosdan, you can hear me, Ducky, and
Well, he's coming through on the stream.
said yeah.
I just deafened, and you're coming through on the stream. So it's whatever platform he's using, unless he's watching it on Docs. Which I don't know. I mean, I guess Doc. Yeah, I don't know. I linked it. Hold on. Did I link the wrong one like a dummy? Don't you did. Bro was watching Doc's stream.
Hey Siri, turn off.
What a mistake. What a blunder. But I'm glad we figured it out for Mr. Hunter. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, we're locked in and we're ready. He's joining an invite, which under normal circumstances would not recommend, but when desperate times call for desperate measures, I suppose it's
I
okay.
feel like as the home team, you need to command that since you're a higher seed, you should command that they join your invite. You know.
You know what?
That's what I would do.
You know what is weird? His interface over on the Falcons is like it's super low. That's weird.
Ooh.
It's gross looking.
No, has Ragin ever streamed an MKL game? I swear I've not ever seen.
Well, he doesn't like to because he's insecure about people stealing his plays. So, it's not really his thing.
Yeah.
I really hope this works. I'd love for this to work.
If it's another desync, it might be 2K time.
I mean, that would suck. That would suck. I can think of no worse way
Are we
to
in?
spend an
Ooh,
MKL.
We're in.
We're in. Yeah, we're in, guys. We made it to the game. So, technical difficulties after the hurricane, but we've arrived. That hurricane coming through, hitting Seattle, but we're still here playing the game.
It looks like it's hitting a little bit right now. Milton's went a little bit west.
So receiving are the Falcons, and Tyler Harrell, one of those 1 million speed players, gonna only get to the 20. So I wonder if he. Okay.
I just want to bring this up. Ragin kind of has like an interesting philosophy. He's not really big into going for it on fourth down or being very aggressive. And in a game that's like so offensive like this, where like defense really kind of sucks and you don't want to get behind, what do you guys think he can win? Like, do you think this philosophy can serve him well still? I
think he can definitely still win. Doc runs just the worst stuff of all time and thinks it's good. You know how he is. So we're probably going to see Doc get stopped. His Garendo is going to go backwards a little bit. That's not what we saw him do against the 49ers. We saw him actually breaking a lot of tackles and running forward.
Yeah, if I was Doc, I would be worried about just making stupid mistakes because we know that's what Doc's known for.
Oh, and here he goes about this quarters defense that he's teaching everybody. As Garendo unable to find room. I think that run is just not a good call. Usually a run I like to avoid. Ragin felt different. but that guy just like ran past him to go block somebody else who's not gonna immediately tackle Garendo. So bit of a blunder there, I'd say, from that guy, but I'm sure that's what he'd do every time, and that's why this is probably good. Huge third down. 2 yards to go. Let's see what Michael Penix can draw up. Ugh. I don't like that he moved Harrison Smith. I feel like that would make it less good. Back to throw.
Kyle Pitts with the play.
Wow.
Oh my God. Raging can throw the football.
That's crazy. So he goes slant. His play was a slant and 2 streaks, and that's why people kind of have that, like, you are a terrible passer narrative, you know, because that's not a play. That's not a play. That's literally, I'm either throwing a touchdown on a streak that runs past everybody because I'm the fastest player on the field, or I'm throwing this slant. And Doc uses Harrison Smith, which really fricks him over this time, even though he loves him. If Harrison Smith gets a hit on Garendo, I'm actually very curious to see what happens. So, first down and 10. Back to throw. Penix going deep on the streak. Tariq Woolen. Oh, yeah. Tariq Woolen is the one player that you probably can't throw a streak on for a touchdown. And that's literally all that matters is speed. I mean, you can literally score on any defense with a streak if you're faster, and but not when you have 99 speed on an XL. So, yikes. Well, it's not Harrison Smith. What
He
that
looked like he was gonna get a hit on him, but he fucking got bitched.
Yeah. Doc has this. He really likes Harrison Smith. Reportedly, if he hits anybody with a hit stick, they just cease playing football for the rest of the night. And if Rajan loses Garendo, that'd be bad. Really, any of the skill position players on this team, if any of them were gone, that'd be huge for Doc. 3rd down and 3 here, still in the quarters overload defense. We'll see what he can do. I just feel like a dive. I mean, I don't know if it would work, but like a single back dive feels like it'd be effective. And look at that! Up the middle, Pierre Strong Jr. to the end zone, touchdown.
What? 3rd and 3. He calls us straight. He says, "I'm better than you. Your D line sucks. My O line is better." He runs us straight through the defense, straight through the heart of Seattle, and just like that, Seattle down.
When you're in a quarters defense against I-form, that probably is what should happen to you. And he found the run that's going to gash it. I mean, like I said, like I'd look to go up the middle and hopefully make something happen. I'm sure sometimes it still comes through, but probably a good bet, good call, and a good touchdown. So that's what you need if you're receiving.
I'm not a fan of this defensive scheme from Doc so far, especially not against Rajan, who we know is obsessed with running the football.
Yeah.
I think he needs to come out in something more like 3-4 even, just to slow him down. He's not much of a threat in the passing game, so.
I don't even know about if you need to go down to 3-4, but like we can't be having like 8 DBs on the field. I don't think that's the move against a team that's gonna line up with like 6 offensive linemen.
Well, there have been years where stuff like Dollar is also amazing at run defense, and but quarters is just it's all DBs. Like that's just crazy. Like I don't even. It's just it's so obscene and nasty and gross, and I just can't stand it. First down.
You guys, but I've yet to see a Doc game this year. What's the Doc offense like this year? Is it as bad as I remember, or has he like gotten better?
If it's anything like the spit offense, it's pretty bad.
Well, it's gotten better since he decided that he was going to use DK Metcalf.
This looks like a pretty good play.
That play probably good, but Colin Johnson, he's not. Drops the football, incomplete, and here's a huge 3rd down.
Yeah, you know you don't want to get punt Rajan the ball back. That would be pretty clapped. I'm not gonna lie. So Dak Prescott's gonna need to sit back here and make a good throw.
Well, he's in the gun. Metcalf in motion across the formation to the right. Makes a weird. I don't even know what I'd call that. But
it's like flag route. I don't even know.
Back to throw, Dak, sensing pressure, goes out route. Oh, Terrell gets greedy, goes for the pick. I saw him light up. I think he could have just tackled him and knocked it out. Unfortunate.
Out of everything right there, though, I think that was the right read. I like that read. He didn't get too aggressive. He didn't force anything bad. It's a solid play by Doc.
I mean, he did it. So go him. But I think there's a world where he's able to knock it out. Back to throw. Going underneath. Gets hit by Jesse Bates.
I don't know about you guys, but I saw the D lineman kind of step back for a second. I thought he was about to drop back into like a vert hook as he was a spy. But Doc is about to throw a pick. But no, that guy just insanely lost his matchup.
Back to throw. Dak going Colin Johnson. This time he's catching it. And that's going to be a solid chunk play down to the 8-yard line to bring up 1st and goal.
Yeah, Doc really seems to love these big body receivers that he can throw the ball up to. I think this is probably because Doc is like, when it actually comes down to it, not the best at making reads. He prefers to just launch the ball up in the air.
I think that really is a big motivator as to why he gets these dudes that are like bigger and maybe not fast. I mean, if the best read, when the best read is just to throw to the biggest guy, it becomes a lot easier. Rolling out, Dak has nothing. Well, that's a little weird. What the hell?
That's kind of why it always made no sense to me that he wanted to ship away DK, because DK, you got to think about it, he's the fastest, really big guy. So he's probably the best guy for Doc to have.
I mean, DK Metcalf, Christian Watson, both guys that would likely succeed and likely excel in the Doc offense. And I'm really glad that DK finally went over his coach and is getting some playing time here in the playoffs.
I don't know about this play right here. I don't like this play. I feel like A was the only route. And I feel like if Ragent just runs with that play is bad.
Well, it works out. Touchdown, Noah Fant. And that's going to tie it up here. In Seattle. So kick is up, kick is good. Now, do you think we continue to see quarters overload from the Doc defense?
Yes, I think Doc is one of the most hard-headed people in the world, and when he thinks something is going to work, he's going to keep on doing it until like literally someone begs him to stop. So I think he's going to keep on doing this because he thinks it's the greatest defense, and I don't see Doc really make that many like. He'll make adjustments, but like if he has a philosophy, he sticks with it. I feel like.
Well, we know better than anyone. Like, dude, he was wide open when he's throwing into like triple coverage. So, I can definitely see what you're getting at, but it looks like he's setting another defense here. The 3-3 odd is pretty damn amazing. If he ran that, I think he might see a little more. Back to the quarter overload. All right. The thing about this defense, only 6 calls in it. So it's a little difficult to.
And if you look at it, it looks like this is the prime Doc defense. Like 198 calls in one of those plays. Like that's insane. My man lives in this formation. As that completely shuts down the run. But the thing is, if Ragent hits him with a play action right there, he's housing that because Doc had brought that.
He brought down the middle third. I mean.
That's risky.
You were mentioning in 198 play calls. I think you missed the one with 650.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of times to call a play. I'm sure I have a play on defense that might also be up there. Yeah, I mean he's just gonna throw a streak. We'll see if he hits the throw. Wow, he lays out and snags it. What a freaking cannon that kid has! Able to hit his receiver. You would have liked to see him maybe do it in stride.
If I'm Raging, every single play I'm coming out, I'm locating Tariq Woolen. I'm saying, all right, the guy who's covering him, the guy that's on him,
not getting the ball.
And I'm going to look straight to where Devin is.
Yeah, that is literally all you have to do when you have speed. And I think that's ultimately why the Frankenstein monster that was Nick's team failed. Even though I didn't really see him throw a ton of streaks. I know he missed one, but like speed is probably what kills that team, and that's what I'd be most afraid of. Why I probably wouldn't use any of those players.
That's what I liked right there. A nice little wiggle stick by Ragent using Mr. Garendo to pick up 5, and now he's gonna be in 2nd and 5. Both teams in the first quarter got a possession of the ball. Both marched down the field, scored. It's been looking like a pretty good offensive game so far. Both guys have been making good reads. I don't know about the play designs that I've seen from the Falcons. They seem to just kind of be streak run, pray.
I mean it's how
we'll see. It's
how the game's played when you got speed, and there's really not many teams in the league that can compete with that right now. Outside run here. It's Garendo finds the gap, and he's going all the way to the Baja. Breaks a hit stick. Get off me, ho! Touchdown.
And as much shit as we love to give Rajan about not being the greatest passer and not having the greatest play designs, that's why Rajan's an elite player right there. I don't know if I'm bouncing that up. I don't know if you're even bouncing that out, Steady, or even you, Ducky. That was just a really good running vision right there. He's able to house that.
So you're glazing him for running a stretch to the outside? Is that what you're
That was he ran that stretch pretty damn well.
I don't know. I mean, when you
That's
run a
what he's known
stretch,
for. I don't
generally,
know.
you run it outside. He was a nice run. He did as the play was designed, and it worked out as a touchdown versus quarters. So you did it. Proud of you. Good drive. Good touchdown. We'll see how Doc responds.
I feel like we're gonna see a pick on this drive.
I mean, watching Doc, he's pretty much guaranteed to throw, I'd even argue, a couple interceptions. The guy just loves throwing it up. He doesn't like making reads. It's kind of his thing. I mean, half of his hot routes are
Well,
streaks.
there we go. The first.
No,
That-
what are you doing?
Oh man, touchdown Falcons. Ducky, go ahead and pause the stream and unpause it. Like do it for like 1 second.
You're
I
right,
think
you're
you're a
right,
little
you're right.
ahead. But it is a touchdown for the
You
Falcons.
just left the Discord chat.
Who did?
Doc.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in here?
I mean, you probably, yeah, I guess.
That was. I cannot believe that's to read. Like it's.
I mean,
very
he
obvious.
snapped the ball and just
Wait.
looked for the nearest interception and said,
You know,
take it.
I was gonna say, I was like, I hope he doesn't throw this ball up to DK Metcalf blindly, but he just decided versus man covers to throw the wheel. I don't know what we were doing.
And the aggressive catch in this game, kind of reminiscent of a few years ago when, being big was one of the most important factors, and even lets you use some trashier receivers as long as they were large. Aggressive catching in this game is really good, and I'd say that probably would have been a better throw than the pick six.
Indeed.
Especially if you got the, ability to wiggle into the good position.
Dougie, I would love to see a case study done on after every single time someone throws a pick or like a really bad turnover. As long as it's not like the fourth quarter and it's really tight, the next play they always come out and run the ball. I
Well,
feel like
that's just kind of the smart thing to do. You really fumbled the bag. You didn't fumble, but you fumbled the bag and made a mistake, and now you got to kind of get some momentum, calm down a little.
And now we're seeing Raheem Mostert get to work. And, the OC must have saw, Coach Doc must have saw, his quarterback, Dak Prescott. He's a little blind. He's a little blind.
Yeah, that's.
So
I think
Mostert.
I'd agree. I think they realize. Wow, they realized that maybe their quarterback not feeling the greatest right now, and they kind of took their trust away from Dak Prescott. And then the one play they give it back, he does that. But now Dak Prescott in the hurry up, coach doesn't have a say. We'll see what he does. Goes post route. Wow, he misses the KO. Colin Johnson able to hang on, and maybe
he's showing boys why you go out and get a 6'7" guy with 86 speed.
thought he was 6'6", but he is a big man, very girthy fella, and I think it certainly has its role to have a guy who can snag that thing.
Who has a bigger dick, Colin Johnson or DK Metcalf?
I'm gonna go Colin Johnson. Anyways, has a touchdown, doesn't throw it, instead scrambles. Dak taking a hit.
Oh my God.
Wow, double penetrated, but he's unwavering. Doesn't fumble the ball. I saw DK Metcalf wide open. He put him on the shortened corner. Did not throw him, so I don't know why he bothered to do it.
You know what? Dak's used to taking back shots from DK and Collins, so he's probably used to two girthy men.
I don't know. I've never. This is an article that I haven't read. So
are you're telling me you haven't heard the rumors about
no
Coach Doc
no.
making his quarterback suck?
Oh my God! Drops an interception. Wow, Rajan had the lurk, and he gets away with one as he just drops it, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 instead of a turnover. This is looking a little rough. Doc's got to be feeling the pressure now. I have no idea what he's going to go to. He's going empty. I don't know. We've seen Doc make some bad reads, and now he's, kind of
It just
forcing
looks like
himself.
straight end. Oh, it's not.
It's not.
It's cover 3.
Dak scrambling, can't find
No.
anybody, gets railed. Yuck. Not
Did he
good.
go for this?
I think he might be faking it. That's
think
crazy
so.
if he's faking.
No way.
I mean, that would be
That's like-
hilarious.
I think he's in down the drain.
I don't even know if he'd be allowed to. And that's probably why
can
he would
because
run a
what's the
fake.
fourth and 10?
I have no idea. Raging in a normal defense. He
Oh
just
my
audible do a
God,
normal. He was gonna
fake
fake it. He was gonna fake it, bro. Kick is up. Kick is good. So he takes 3. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, especially against Raging. Raging's a guy who really he loves to punt, And one thing I can give credit for, he's a great punter. Really great.
Yeah.
So sometimes, maybe he just wants to show off his punt, and that's why he doesn't go for it, even when he probably should. Just saying.
And it's really interesting. Ragin was talking before this game about how Doc was gonna clap him, and inadvertently, Ragin is beating the fuck out of Doc right now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy
So
to me.
Raging's thing is he likes to pretend like he's not. He likes to pretend to be the underdog. I think he misses the
It's so
feeling
annoying.
of being the underdog. He pretended like he was going to lose to Nick. I think we all knew that Nick stood no chance. 0%. Nick had a -% chance to win.
I'll never forget. He my second loss of the season. He was like, "Oh, Stinky, you're gonna clap me." Oh my god. He proceeded to absolutely shove his dick down my throat.
That's
It was
as
so
we
awful.
found out recently, that is the Raging way. But but
And then
right now,
after the game, he started talking to me about the game. And I was like, dude, I don't want to relive this memory, man. This is a traumatic.
yeah, I
memory.
also
I have
prefer
no interest.
not to talk about some of the more heartbreaking losses.
It's awful.
For obvious reasons. Sometimes the thing I have to think about, obviously it's good to go and look and see what you did wrong. But some of them are just too painful to bear.
But I feel like at some point, some games you just good
Oof.
play by
Wow,
Doc
what a
there.
tackle.
Stretch.
Yeah, a little
And
stretch run.
right here, 3rd and 10. Doc set to get ball at halftime. If he gets a stop right here, he's not in too bad of a spot, Steady and Decky. He's not.
Yeah, I mean
he's
a
not
stop
too good,
a
boys.
stop is big, but you also got to remember that Doc is the one in control here, and another turnover potentially imminent if he's
I don't
not
know,
careful.
boy. I don't know that I like this. This looks nasty. Okay,
Be
never
worried
mind.
about
This is
No,
Still
it's
on
just
the
it's
outside
just
right now.
coverage. This is just the most coverage ever.
Okay, yeah, I don't
feel
mind
it.
this. I don't mind this. This is a good play. He's throwing to the
Oh,
running back.
oh my God, Harrison Smith kind of tried to
Yeah,
make a play on it, but it was overthrown. Harrison Smith is a liability. I'll just say
Yeah,
it.
I was just about to say we got to get Harrison Smith off the field before Doc, in my opinion. He's 85 speed on a 95 speed running back. That's unacceptable.
That is certainly bad, and maybe that's the thing you could key in on. Maybe because
Oh my God!
what the hell?
No!
Looking like Marshawn Lynch. But it's a matchup that very often he might not win, and if he does lose that matchup, then he's getting burnt for a lot of yards if nobody's there. So, but you know what? He got the stop. He's back in it. We just need to see Doc. Oh my God, what the hell? Dude, Raging's a double mug. This is crazy. He does not know how to run this.
We have double. Is this double wheel routes? Okay, never mind. It's an
Well,
NFL
he
route.
probably is expecting man.
He's blocking for mid block.
Wow, it
but
looks like
not-
it's zone.
Oh my god.
Throwing. Oh my God.
That
He
was
gets,
one of the worst reads I've ever seen. We need to look to the check down there. Check down was
Ducky.
wide open. You probably get a first down.
Ducky, go ahead and pause it for one more second, and then unpause it.
My fault.
I mean, Ducky, what was he even? Did he think that was man coverage? And it looked to me, it looked like he thought it was man coverage, and he didn't look at the safeties or anything. He
No,
just
I
immediately-
mean,
He just-
that,
he immediately
that was a
read
blind
man,
read. It was
and he didn't-
predetermined,
There was no read
I don't
after
even
the
think he-
snap. It's difficult. Going streak
actually-
has DK, can't catch it.
So
I
I have
think
a
he-
question
Wow.
for you. After, so you guys go to the line. Obviously, you guys try to read the defense and look at what coverage they're on. You're right. So, but post snap, do you guys recheck what they're in?
Yes, I recheck. So I say,
Yes.
here's what I think. Rather, I don't say unless I'm commentating. Anyway, you read the defense pre-snap, and you have a quick read in mind. And if it's not that, then you identify what it is, find your best shot. Important skill to have. Back to throw.
Yes.
looks.
Yeah, I like
He has a lot of guys. I feel like he could
X,
throw.
he has everyone
DK
open.
Metcalf has a shot to go all the way on this one, and he will. DK Metcalf touchdown.
Oh my god! And just like that, he's back in the game. Just like that. That's why you
Wow.
keep DK Metcalf on the team, boys.
Yeah.
That's why Doc. The rumor had it that after one of after Dak threw a pick earlier in the season, he refused. DK refused to peg him, so Doc benched him for the year, right? But rumor has it that that DK made up for all of the lost peggings, and Doc put him back into the starting lineup, and that's why he's a Seahawk, and that's why he scored that touchdown right there.
This
I
is
just,
all
I just want
news
to
to
go
me.
back to that play and highlight one player. Colin Johnson, the real hero of that play.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit!
Oh my god! Reason tried to get shoot with it, and Dog picks up the loose ball.
Well, I can't say it isn't deserved. What are you doing with your kick returner? You gotta be a little more, I don't know what he expected to do. That was not it. And he might be a conservative. No idea. Doc probably joined now that we're probably glazing him. He's like, all right, they're done talking about me throwing interceptions so I can come rejoin.
Well,
That's-
okay. He's due for one here.
That's a good read. Good read.
Wow.
Colin Johnson, just like that, the Seahawks are up 3.
What a wild turn of events. This is
I'm not exactly sure
unbelievable.
what Jesse Bates was playing on that play, but
And now you got it. I think he was in a
Wow.
deep half, but he was watching the streak through the middle. I think that's what happened. But now
I think
you
he was
also gotta
supposed to be
think,
in an outside third.
if you're raging right now, Doc gets ball at half. You cannot let Doc touch this ball without getting any points on the board, or else it's looking really bad for you.
Well, I'm sure he'll have no
I wish
problem.
I could say I'd agree.
Uh,
I think Doc is. Why are we returning this?
well, you always gotta return it with how
I
good
don't
kick
like
returns are, but I play on
like
conservative. I don't know if he forgot to do it or if he just fumbled on conservative and got cheated, but it's unfortunate, but I still believe that he can do great things. Run here, up the middle. He's got Garendo, a huge gap and a huge gain.
And Raging, he's really like running in between fine margins right now. It's like a lot of people are crashing down, and he's just finding the open lane. He's finding small little holes, and he's going through.
Well, that's what you need to do, and he's got a huge hole. Wow, gets out of bounds. Big run.
Get out of quarters, man.
Yeah, the quarters. It looks like the weakness has been exposed, and it's to find dive and 95 Mike and all of this wacky stuff. Harrison Smith looks like in prime position to try and get a hit. This time it's going to get blown up. Timeout, Seattle. I mean,
like the immediate timeout.
He seems.
I'm not sure I would trust. I'm not sure I trust Doc in a 1-minute drill. I think that's where he's very prone to make a quick mistake.
I think
But with a better offense, I would agree with the timeout there. Or with more,
he gets another. He
less
stops the run
volatile
again,
offense.
and that's going to make it 3rd down and 7. Probably a passing
That was-
situation for
That
most.
was another risky play right there. It was 2nd down, and he brought the safety all the way down to the box. If one of those outside receivers is on a corner, that's a house call. So a post.
Well,
That's
so I'll
very
tell you
risky.
what. This is a scissors in it, and Ragin loves scissors. We could be looking at scissors from Garendo
I
here.
think we are 1,000% looking at a scissors. He has a soft spot on the field. He might be good on that.
Ooh, a little
it's
RPO action. Garendo fighting, gets knocked down by his own lineman.
Doc needs to call timeout. Does he not have a timeout?
I have no
He
idea
does not
because
have a
he
timeout.
freaking.
Oh. So Ragin's gonna milk this take 3. I don't know
Well,
Ragin's not one to go for it.
Doc's the kind of guy who'd love to turn it over in the last 30 seconds of the half here.
Doc's the type of guy to take an encroachment flag, give Ragin a 1st down, and to tell us, dude, it was like strategic, guys. It was a strategic play. Doc is the type of guy to do it.
Doc likes subverting expectations. That's certainly his thing. I mean, this is definitely getting milked. So timeout is called. The field goal unit, you'd imagine, is going to run onto the field. And we're going to see 3 go up and likely within the
gotta think,
uprights.
If there's 30 other people in this league other than these 2, I think the 30 other people in this league are probably going for it right here. He's playing the one guy that would not go for it. Isn't that nuts?
That is kind of funny. Kick is up. Kick is good. Young Hoku automatic through the uprights. And Doc, presumably with no timeouts, but I actually can't see because he's really bad at streaming, I guess. And like has a giant black bar at the top of his stream for no reason. Kick is up and away. On the return here is Zach Charbonnet. Is a fumble maybe back? No. Not within the cards.
When you have like such a little time, I feel like at that point you should just take the touchback. Getting the ball to 30 is already such a blessing.
Well, sometimes you want to make a big play on the return, but not when you have Zach Charbonnet on kick return. Probably not the best. I'm very curious to see what Doc draws up here. Timeout Atlanta. Interesting. Don't know what he's cooking out over on that sideline, but really football, it's just such a chess match, you know. That's what they say. As Ducky fumbles with his mic. DK Metcalf on a streak. Could
We're
be.
more likely to see Doc get 3 or Doc throw a pick.
I think we're more likely to see him throw a pick. Back to throw. He has Metcalf kind of in a good spot.
No!
Throwing it deep.
Oh,
Intercepted. and
what are you doing?
oh. Well,
I mean, fortunately, Ragin is not one to go for the points here. So
yeah,
I
like
think he will just be
if
cheering
he's
the
gonna
clock
do
out.
that against anybody, like this is it, you know. I mean, really a high reward and not a ton of risk. Still some involved.
But I think even if DK catches it though, there's a guy behind him.
Oh.
He's gonna get tackled. Doc doesn't even have a timeout to like kick a field goal. He just did it for no reason.
I mean, yeah, kind of. But what if he broke both tackles and went?
Is Raisin
For
gonna
7.
pass? Are we gonna see?
I'd
Raisin
love to
pass?
see Ragin pass.
I think we're gonna see an RPO.
Wow, he runs
Oh.
it. He's got room up the middle. Breaks a tackle.
Oh.
Garendo has so much heart. Timeout Atlanta. 13 seconds. There is a chance that he could go get 3 points.
I wish I had it in me to be this unbothered like Ragin. He just does not care. He's just running the ball up the gut. No care in the world.
All he knows that, I mean, Doc is so insistent on these, you know, quarters overload, and he's probably like very much playing for pass, I guess, for whatever reason. Like we know when he's playing for the run because he takes off his deep thirds to go play run defense. Wow, he's backing up way too far. Way too far. Gotta have better pocket than that.
Not
Throws
sure,
it away.
Not sure Michael Penix would be able to make it to the line of scrimmage there, but
Michael Penix kind of got a
I
cannon
mean, we'll
on
see.
him,
I'm not sure what. Does he have a cannon on him?
Absolutely.
Okay,
enough
maybe
of
he
a
can get to
cannon.
the end here.
But I mean, not like that. Not like Josh Allen. I am curious who he's got. Ooh, screen.
Oh my God! Ragin is so lucky. D-line pick 6-6 are dead. Oh my God, that hit that guy right in the
I
noggin.
wouldn't say they're dead, but what a ballsy call. Spread Y slot. So
I'm Ragin. I'm putting.
if I'm Doc, that like what is
I'm
this?
putting everyone back. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. What is this? This is horrifying. He could literally house this.
Disgusting.
He has so many fast players that he could literally.
He's
Throwing a
outside.
streak. We'll see if he can come down with it.
Oh
He
my
does
God.
not. Quarter will end 24-24. A bit of a great game brewing here in Seattle. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I just want to add now. If you want to look at Gen Chat, please.
I can't. I don't have a phone. I can't look at Gen Chat. Here, if it's here, I'll look here. I'm trying to get better at soy jacking. Am I doing a good job? No, I'm not looking at comments, by the way, because my phone broke. So and I don't want to do it on the computer. So, very unrelated to the football game at hand, but I was working with my father in the bagging plant, and when the bags rip open with like all this like concrete and sand and junk in them, like wet concrete, I was like picking them up and throwing them in like the no bag, and I got like a bunch of stuff all over me, and I got in my pocket and on my phone. Underneath, goes to Noah Fant. Wow, makes a man miss. Gets out of bounds.
And that's-
Anyway,
I don't know about you boys, but that's what I want to see from Doc. Take the checkdowns. Don't force it deep. Don't try to like put it all in one play. Take what's open. Take what the defense gives you and march down the field.
well, I think maybe he's composed himself after a rough first half. He had some time there to recuperate and think about the decisions he's made so far. I hope he doesn't prove me wrong by immediately throwing the interception, but it seems possible. Back to throw.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, it is a linebacker, but if it
I don't know
wasn't,
if that's a
then
dot or what. Are we saying
what?
that's a dot? Are we saying
It can be a dot.
identified?
It can be a dot.
That's-
He probably did identify.
That's
but-
the dude who's number 4.
Yeah, I mean, wow, you got a penalty. That's crazy. Yeah, you know what? Great throw, man. We're proud of you, man. You didn't throw an interception. Let's go. We did it. I mean, this is kind of a scary spot. I know he's driving. It's a bit of a scary spot to be in for Doc because overtime.
He's Doc.
I don't want to add to the the overtime games that have gone on. Holy frick, he's so open. Corner route. Noah Fant. Nice catch.
I love that anticipation from Doc right there. He waited to see if the corner was gonna either run with the streak or with the corner, and then he threw that. That was perfect.
I think overtime with Ragin would be hell because he's very. It's hell. It's hell in one way, but another way, he would like. Ragin's the type of guy to take a field goal in overtime. It's just he's not. He doesn't really make mistakes. You're not going to win it on defense most likely. So, I would not want to go overtime
Do you think
with
Ragin
him.
would kick or receive? What do we think Ragin's the type of guy to do?
Ragin is absolutely probably kicking because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Well, after finding out that apparently you get the ball, I mean, if both of you get 2-point conversions, it goes to a triple overtime where the
I mean,
person who got the ball
spoken
first
like a
gets the
true defensive, clueless defensive
God,
Madden
hey.
user.
Oh, not now!
Oh, that could've
Oh,
been a
what
pick.
the frick! Unbelievable
Yeah,
play.
just to get the ball in there.
I think that was a very, I don't know if it was a dot or ill-advised.
That was an atrociously read. He
It's-
threw that like 3 seconds too late.
I don't know how I feel about it, but one thing's for certain, it's a Seahawks touchdown.
I don't
So,
know how the Seahawks are winning this game. Like, it's complete. I feel like the Falcons are dominating, but somehow the Seahawks are just
well,
not.
what really did it is the fumble, and ever since then, things have been a lot scarier as Harrell's trying to make up for it. He won't. But you got to feel for
I'm
the
not
kid.
sure I like returning these kicks.
I love returning kicks, 100%, every time. And you get more yards, dude. Returning kicks. If you get tackled for the 30, baller.
We're finally seeing Doc step out of the quarters.
Ooh,
coverage. There's
wow,
some
he
more
shot the
run.
piss out of it. Great play from the backer, I believe, unless that was a sub. Wow, he got popped. That's crazy. So sticking with it here against the gun. Back to throw. Some scissors action. Going
Got a
deep.
touchdown, maybe.
Wow. Dropped interception for Seattle. Got it back in blood after Ragin dropped one in the red zone. And now a 3rd down and long for Ragin. And, the one thing that I know is going to happen, if Ragin loses, he's going to be like, I told you guys, team's not ready. So I don't even know. I don't know what I want to happen, but I definitely don't want him to come in here and say that. So back to throw. Penix going corner route.
we need to-
Pitts caught. Wow, 3 defenders, but Michael
I wouldn't be
Penix.
surprised if Ragin loses and then comes in here and tells us he's retiring.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think that's in the cards. But
I think he's enjoying the game so far, so I think we're good.
we'll see. Penix seeing some things at the line here. Hands it off. Inside. Garindo. Inside zone. Ooh, he could have gotten out
I
there.
do want to say it does. Greece is still alive, guys. Greece has not been bombed yet. Greece is doing
That's
well.
true.
I don't know if Raging's plane might have flown over Lebanon, though. It might have flown over Lebanon.
So, guys, if you're unaware, the meme is actually that wherever Ragin goes, whatever foreign country, actually sometimes ends up to get bombed or end up in war and stuff. which is not ideal. He's just throwing a streak.
No, what are you doing, Raging?
Yeah, not ideal. Tyler
I'm not
Harrell.
sure.
Ugh. Wow, Branch could take this all the way back.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's
Brian
unable
Branch.
to. So if you're going to go the route of throwing a streak versus every defense, you have to make sure you get a good release, and then he's not like 10 yards ahead of you. Because then he is gonna pick it, you know. So not ideal. Certainly not over yet, but this is looking very, very bad for old Raging here.
It's crazy because it looks so good for him at the start. Is he gonna
Corner
go out
route.
and find it?
Oh, Terrell unable to knock it out.
I would
Noah
think Fant
Fant.
said body to where, and he was already in front of him. I trust that. That's a fine throw. That's a fine catch and throw.
Yeah, but I thought he had like KO and junk, and could have been scary. Could have been tipped up and caught by somebody. No idea. I don't think he has deep route. I think he has medium and short, and looks like it was over 20 yards.
You know
So
what's funny? I don't mind the play design by Doc. I feel like these play designs aren't that bad.
this play looks great. Back to throw. He has
Don't-
Y, tosses it.
go?
BK Metcalf fighting
Wow.
forward down at the 1. So
Eddie,
first
honestly,
down.
Doc is a passer. I've never seen Doc pass, and like he like actually had a decent progression.
You've
that-
seen Doc pass. You just haven't seen Doc pass well.
Yes, I don't know. And it seems
Run
fine
here.
with him.
Mostert fighting. Brought
Oh.
down numerous Falcons in on
I
the
know this
tackle.
is Seattle about running the ball on the 1 yard line. What are your guys' thoughts on running with the ball on the 1 yard line? Do you run the ball on
Really
the 1
good.
yard line?
I haven't been because I'm not deving a running back. But in a real game, absolutely.
Yeah. Are you gonna run under center? You gonna run?
Oh my God, Trey! Oh my God, Troy Anderson just shoots the piss out of it. Great defensive call by Rajan.
So,
Super
are you gonna run
amazing.
the ball from under center, or are you gonna run it out of the shotgun?
Depends what I'm feeling. You know, am I
I think I would
feeling
look for an
frisky?
RPO in this scenario.
Yeah, RPO is obviously a great option.
We're at the ball right now, and there's like 20 seconds left. Steady. So we
You know,
need
there's
this.
also
Oh, and I'm just
a,
running. I'm just doing a run.
There's also
From
the
the-
halfback.
From
game
like
which
single
I always
back,
go to.
I form, like a running formation. And that's
Yeah.
like I keep getting like
all you
read
have to do is
alignment.
not turn over the ball here. And
Oh
you'll
my
win the
God.
game.
Oh my god.
In on the sack. I saw him come through and then miss the
Please.
quarterback.
Please take your points. Oh my god.
No.
Holy frick. This is not the call. In the
He's
playoffs,
lucky. He's lucky. The end of the quarters.
I actually think he's just gonna kick it. There's no way he's
Maybe-
going for it.
Maybe you're joshing with us.
He's just looking around his playbook while he waits
I
for
don't
the
think he's in the
quarterback.
interview booth right now, but
I think Doc is
Oh.
the type to come out in a play and see if he likes it. That kind of seems like something Doc would do.
I think he's going
mean,
to get himself into liking it no matter what the coverage is.
Oh my God. The
I would
three
take the two-
3 is the same as 7 in this spot. You go up 2
Yeah.
possessions. That's what's big. Your defense has
I mean, I
played
guess you
solid.
don't.
If
Maybe
I'm
you're
Reed,
just.
I'm like so happy right now.
Dude, I'm ecstatic. I think
No,
he like this is a good look. I think he could score on this.
I would not snap the ball.
I
would
think
not.
he's not
What's
running
the
what
re-
I would.
what- what is the rate?
This corner to Colin Johnson, I'd probably stem it down maybe because I don't want him to run out the back of the end zone like a dumb idiot.
Put Mostert on. Oh, this is. Please tell me he's not snapping the ball. Okay, he's not.
He's not. Snapping
He's not.
it.
He's not. He's just taking the field goal. He's taking the field goal. If I'm raging,
If I was raging, I would have
I'm gonna
declined that.
decline that. I'm declining.
Yeah, I would have declined that and let him think about it some more.
You're declining that.
Ugh.
I would think about declining it too because I want him to
What?
go for that. Takes the 3, up and good. 7 minutes remain. We'll see what Raging can do. He's kind of been stagnant, no points since halftime.
Yeah, he got up to a quick 21-7 lead over Doc. It was pretty quick. It looked like he was
All
gonna
the
run away
fumble,
with it.
man. And Harrell keeps
then-
getting touches and opportunities, and he has not done anything with it. This kid is not ready for prime time.
Yeah, you know, it looks like looks like he's heading towards an ass whooping in Green Bay next week. That's what it looks like we're going towards.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they still got to take on the Giants.
We're not
Outside
sure. We're
run.
not sure Jordan Love has got many reps against the quarters defense this season. So
Or the
there's
Giants
always
upset
hope.
over the 17-0 Packers be the biggest
Actually,
upset of
the
all time.
Seahawks got slammed by the Packers this season already in the quarters.
No, but the Giants upset
Wow.
over the Packers.
Oh, definitely could happen. Inside run here. Garendo up the middle, fighting forward. Gains about 6.
Last time the Giants head coach, who was formerly with the Raiders, was in a playoff game, I believe he threw 11 picks.
Well,
I believe
he
he
already
won
has a
the
win over Wally, so it's a
Wally's
solid
suck.
win. It's a solid win. Giants, probably a lot worse, especially without Malik Neighbors than the Cowboys. Wow, nice run here. Garendo up the middle, and you gotta love a guy who sticks with his guns and
I
runs
just
out
think
the
we need a
clock
little
on
bit more-
himself.
Listen, I love Raging, but I think we need more urgency. It's the fourth quarter. We need to pass.
Yeah, I mean,
We
I
need to move the
definitely
ball.
the clock is not your friend right now, but you know, if this is how you score, then so be it.
You know, when I kind of think about it, I think Raging's real life comp is like Brock Purdy. Like the numbers on paper look really good, but like it's really the passing is really just a product of his like running and the stuff. Like Purdy's a product of all the people around him in the scheme. Raging's offensive when it comes to passing is kind of a product of his run game.
I mean, he just
That's
throws
kind of what it is.
he throws streaks, and
Yeah.
and that's like kind of the biggest
And
thing.
And why do the streaks work? The streaks work because everyone's trying to stack the box for the run.
Well, we'll see what he can do. Play action here. Has
A streak. He had the streak.
Whoa.
he had the streak, but he's rolling out to his right with a left-handed quarterback. The question is, does Kirk Cousins make
Big
that
Kirk
throw?
will make that throw. I think Big Kirk was housing that bit steady.
Kirk on the sideline. I'm ready, coach. Put me in.
What do you
Put me in, coach.
I would consider benching Penix after this. He's just looked a little too inexperienced for my
Oof.
liking.
I mean,
especially in this
Kirk makes that
stage.
throw for sure.
Can you bet? You don't want to bench Penix right now though, because that completely ruins his confidence going to next year.
Penix
Well,
can
have
be the
the whole
guy
offseason to build
and
it back
still, you know,
No,
and not be the guy right now. We're talking Super Bowl. Who cares about his confidence? Okay? That's what I think. 3rd down and 8.
You know,
Huge
ultimately-
play.
Ultimately, the NFL is a business.
RPO
I cannot believe
action,
we're running an RPO down
4
14
yards.
on
He's gonna
3rd
take
and
it through. I
down
think he's gonna
10
take
point.
three.
Oh my!
He made it
God.
4th and manageable here. We'll see what happens. This is it.
He's gonna see blow.
Young Wei Koo is coming onto
Well,
the
it's
field
fine
to
because it
attempt a
cuts to 7. That means
57
Raging's
yarder,
playing for a stop.
59-yard field goal.
He's playing for a stop.
It's a long kick.
That is a long
I don't-
kick.
Young
This is
Hoku,
really
kick
far.
is up. Oh my
He's
god,
gonna
right down
get
the
it.
middle. Oh! Oh no! Oh no, the Falcons are cursed to always the most heartbreaking thing that could have happened. Young Hoku off the goalpost.
Mr. Consistent. Mr. Perfect. Raging loses on a kick.
Not over yet, because Doc loves throwing interceptions. Doc's drawing up an interception right now. Oh, touchdown. Touchdown if he has DK Metcalf there. Really. Well, up the seam. Caught. Solid yardage. Looking good for the Seattle Seahawks right now.
Isn't this the same Seahawks team that almost lost to the Spit Lions last week?
Well, handing it off here. Mostert.
2 games.
Yeah, I mean,
We got a couple. Raging's
These
still
guys
not
were
using any
literally
timeouts,
20
but-
yards away from losing to the Lions, and now we're about to go to the NFC Championship.
and the craziest thing about that game is the Lions should have won, but they
like
threw
3 times.
they threw 2 interceptions in overtime. And then he's got the audacity. The Lions throw 2 interceptions in overtime. He has the audacity to complain about the throw when it was his bad pass lead that lost him the
Oh
game.
my God, look at that run stick.
3rd down and inches. Well, this is it, fellas. This is it. What is
Falcons
he
aren't
gonna
even
go
calling the
to?
timeouts. I think they're just holding them because they know they're
Well,
going to
they
need them to
can
stop.
they can wait,
Or,
but
or Rage's accepted defeat. Which one do we think it is?
I mean, Ragin, we all know even when he's down by a lot, that guy calls his timeouts. He'd be down by 28, and he's calling his timeouts to the last second. They're gonna press up
Nope,
here.
there's-
Wow, I see
something
Colin
to
Johnson lit up.
bro. Please do not.
He's
Okay,
got
fine,
it. Dontavion Wicks, the former Packer.
That's the season.
Gets it.
That's
I don't think
game.
he has 3 timeouts, no?
He's gonna kneel. Oh, he was getting ready to kneel, and Rachel took a timeout.
Well,
You know,
I
I
think
won't
he, because it's 40 seconds, he has 2 more timeouts, no?
I think Doc was just trying to be a good sport. I mean, the game's basically over.
I know, not over
I mean, I
yet.
understand.
Still
I
a
would take my
game.
timeout too.
Yeah,
I'm Rachel, I would
absolutely.
take my timeout.
Blown
Play
up.
onside kick.
Timeout.
I'm taking
Onside
all my
kicks
timeouts.
are really good in college. I don't know if they're good in Madden because you can only run them in the 4th quarter.
But
So
if I'm Doc, though, I'm gonna run the ball every play because that basically guarantees me a victory.
oh yeah, unless you want to throw an interception and lose.
Play on conservative. I might not even try to get a first. I might just go down to not even risk a fumble.
Well, there it is. So
I would probably
out of
kneel.
timeouts, 1 play remains.
Do not pass the ball. If anyone could get pick 6 right here, it's Donald Monday.
It is a run. I
There
mean,
you go.
I'm still looking at the glowing X Factor. He is going to run it. Wow, has room.
Oh,
Unable to get the first.
if he goes for it, so be it. It doesn't even matter anymore.
I mean, it's still a game. This is still a game, guys. Don't leave your seats yet. This could still happen. I believe.
You know, you gotta really commend Doc. It looked like he was down and out of it when he went down 21-7. I certainly thought the game was finished.
Somebody,
I don't know about you.
somebody in the MKL, I think, recovered an onside kick for a touchdown in a game I was watching, which is hilarious. I don't know. I mean, obviously the team kicking it's not going to do that, but honestly, I'm just stupid. I'm going to go home. 4th down and 4. Here's the game, guys. Even though it's kind of like already pretty slim, but Raging does have the fastest team. Can they get down the field in like 15 seconds? Because that's the question. Run up the middle, touchdown. That is going to do it. It is probably over. I mean, unless they get like blocked. I mean, yeah, not great. They tried their best though. It was a good showing. The 7-10 Falcons really fought back. Gave the Seattle Seahawks a close one, but ultimately they were shut out in the second half, and that's a big reason why they could not secure the W.
I know we've given Raging a lot of shit this cast, but I think this team a year from now with the devved up Penix, these guys are going to be making a run for the Super Bowl. The team, once this team gets devved up, once they get like better, obviously, you know, we've been saying they have the best roster in the league. Still very young, still not at their full max potential. Once Raging gets a full year to coach these guys, I know he was in Greece. He didn't get to spend too much time with the boys, but I mean, look, he got these boys to the playoffs with only 1 loss in like 5 games. This team will be good next year.
Well, run up the middle. Last play here. Gains about 9, and that is going to do it. The season is over for the Falcons, but the Seahawks have life and will be headed onward to the conference championship. 41-24, your final.
Wow.
Well, Doc,
Like that.
how are you feeling after the victory?
What's up?
How are you feeling after the victory?
You know, we made a comeback early in the half, and that felt pretty good. It's always nice to advance.
Harold.
Held Michael Penix to 97 yards, thankfully, and I think that was the key for us winning.
Doc, I have a
GG's went
question.
to Raging.
I have a question, Doc. When it was a 7-point game, and you were thinking about going, were you actually thinking at the 5-yard line about going for it, or were you just trying to see if you had a good look? Were you actually?
If I had a good look, I was 100% going to go for it.
Did you take that penalty on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
We were just wondering. We were very against going for it. We thought you should have just taken your 3.
Oh. What else were you against me doing?
Oh,
Throwing interceptions. Well, you know, Raging, you had a great season. How are you feeling at this point? You know, you proud of your boys?
100%. This is what I expected. I mean, I have no abilities on the offensive side of the ball. I have a center that has abilities. We have a long way to go before we can compete with these teams that have the offensive firepower like Doc's team with all the X factors along his receiving core, his quarterback. We have a center, so offense is going to be tough. I mean, we have speed, but until we get something that can make our guys play a little better and get them a little bit more, little better as far as overall and their abilities. But I think I did a lot of good things. I mean, there was one that was like a naked touchdown, but I threw it too early, too excited, duffed it into the ground. So it's like there's just moments like that. I haven't played that much of this game yet. Doc's played a lot, and it shows because he played better than me. And but I mean, at the very beginning, I gave him a little ride, and after I fumbled on the kick return, getting silly with it, I was like, that was dumb. That was a bad moment, and fumbled on conservative. It is possible, but
Oh my
I
god.
mean, I think Doc has the best chance to win moving on this year, but I think this Falcons team may end up being pretty good eventually, as before.
Yeah, thankfully, I think I'm one of the few teams that can kind of help negate the speed with Tariq Woolen on one side, but we see Devin Witherspoon get absolutely dusted over and over again.
Hey,
Yeah, my
hey,
guy
hey,
got caught
hey,
behind one of your players on one of them, and that was unfortunate for me.
hey.
But I mean, I had a couple moments like the kick return fumble, like certain spots. But I'm green. I haven't played this game very much, and I'm calling things that I'm like, oh, that worked, or oh, that didn't work, and so eventually, hopefully, we'll stick with it a little tighter, give you a more exciting game. But I think we played pretty well for the lack of abilities and overall. And this is what I expected. I didn't expect to even get to the divisional round. So
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the worst Michael Penix is. So moving forward, he should be fine.
yeah.
All right, now that we're done
Yeah.
sucking on each other's dicks, boys, can we play some 2K?
I guess that's the move.
Yeah, man.
Unless
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I'm gonna shower, but fuck, I'll be stinky. That's pretty much on brand. I don't know why there's a problem with that.
oh, I just watched a video that Wavy sent me, and I forgot to mute it for the stream. So oops, sorry.
Goodbye, stream.
Yeah, well, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for coming out. It was a great game, and I hope you tune into some MKL casts in the future.